Hello guys, welcome to a new special sounds video. Go ahead and join me as we say our old special sounds and find out what our new one is together. Ready, begin. Ing in pointing, I-N-G. N in not, K-N. N in gnat, G-N. Ang in bang, A-N-G. Ing in king, I-N-G. Ong in long, O-N-G. Ung in strung, U-N-G. Ink in wink, I-N-K. Ank in bank, A-N-K. Onk in honk, O-N-K. Unk in trunk, U-N-K. Wa in wash, W-A. In adopt, A. E in baby, Y. O in little, L-E. And the one we're learning today is a special one because there are two parts to these words. There will be a root word, which will be the word you start with, and the suffix. This special sound is called a suffix. A suffix is added on to the end of a word, and it makes it a totally different word. So in this case, when you add an ed at the end of words, it makes it a word that happened in the past. So instead of, I want cookies now, it would say something like this: I wanted cookies last night. Do you see how it's in the past? It's not right now. That's our new special sound. So this is how it sounds. Ed in wanted, E-D. You say it. Ed in wanted, E-D. Good work. Now, when we do our motion, we should do maybe like we want it. So we want to grab it towards us, like this little girl really wants probably some really good cookies in there. Let's go ahead and say that together. Ed in wanted, E-D. Nice work. Now go ahead and get out your paper and pencil, and we've got some work we're going to get to do on some new special words that have this suffix and root word in them. The first one we're going to look at is this right here. Go ahead and write down this word. And what we're going to look at is we're going to first find that special sound that has the ed. So go ahead and circle that with me. We're going to do this one together. And then this is called the suffix. Remember, the suffix is at the end of the word and it makes it a new word. But if you notice, there's a word right here, and land. That's a word. That's already a word. That's called the root word. Can you say that? Root word. Good. So I'm going to underline my root word and circle the suffix. The suffix makes it a new word. Now let's try it again. Landed, 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 landed. The pilot landed the plane safely on the path that he needed to land on. So landed means that he did it in the past. That ed makes it to where it didn't happen right now. It wasn't happening now, it was happening in the past. So I want you to go ahead and use the word landed in a sentence. Nice work. Good job. Let's go ahead and do another one. Here's our next one we're going to do. Now what I want you to do is I want you to not only circle the special sound, that suffix, but I want you to also underline the root word. So here's our word. Write it down and do those things that I asked you to do. Nice job. Did you circle the ed at the end? If you did, you were correct. Now that's called the suffix. The suffix. Good. the suffix makes it a new word. But let's find out what that root word was first before we even added the ed. Let's see. Oh, I see it right here. Here it is. Now let's sound it out together. We know SH says sh and OU says ow, so shout, shout. That's a word. But let's add the ed suffix. Shouted, shouted, shouted. I shouted at my dog when she ran into the mud puddle. Shouted. Now you go ahead and use the word shouted in a sentence. Nice job. Let's go ahead and do a couple more together. I'm proud of all your hard work. The next one we're going to do is right here. Go ahead and pause the video, circle the special sound, and underline the root word. Good work. Did you circle the ed at the end? If you did, you are correct. I also underlined the root word, and I circled the special sound. So let's sound it out together. We know D says d, dust, dust, dust. Dust can collect on my bookshelves if I don't keep them clean. But if I add ed to the end of this word, it makes it a new word. Dusted, dusted. Dusted means that I did an action. I cleaned those bookshelves, and I did it in the past. So listen to this sentence. I dusted the shelves and made them nice and clean. Dusted, so I took off the dust, and I did it in the past. So now you go ahead and use the word dusted in a sentence. I love that sentence. Good job. Now let's go ahead and do one more. These are tricky words, but you're doing a great job keeping up. So here's our last one for today. Write it down and circle the special sound and underline the root word. All right, good work. Let's see if you got it correct. If you circled the ed, you were correct. And if you underlined this word right here, you would also be correct. So let's check your work. Let's sound it out. Ate, wait, wait. That's a word. But let's see what it becomes when we add that suffix ed. Waited, waited. I waited patiently on the Lord. Waited. I waited. So now I want you to use the word waited in a sentence. Good. I'm proud of you. Great job. So today we learned all about our new special sound, ed in wanted, ed. We learned about root words are the words that you start with, and we learned about the suffix and how ed is a suffix, and it makes it's at the end of the word, and it follows the T, comes after T or D, and that's how you know it says the ED sound, ed, wanted, and it will make it a totally new word. So don't forget, whenever you see an ED at the end, it makes it a word that happened in the past. So great job today, and we will see you in our next video. And until then, bye-bye, guys.